Welcome back to your Canva classroom. In today's tutorial, we are going to focus on some basics. We're going to talk fonts, size, color, emphasis, alignment, listing, spacing, effects, and animate. Stay to the end if you want to hear a brand new way to add effects to your text. Let's get started. The keyboard shortcut to getting text onto your project is to click onto your page. Normally it's white. When you open a brand new project, it's white. I have changed it to purple, but the letter T on your keyboard will pull up a text box. That is one way. The next way is the text tab over here on the left-hand side. Text. You can click to add a heading. You can add a subheading. You can add a little body of text. There are some font combinations that you should check out in the text tab as well. We're going to talk font, size, and color. I'm going to highlight over all of these. I'm going to left click my mouse and drag out to make the font larger. I can drag in to make it smaller. Because I selected them all at the same time, they all change sizes together. If I only have one text box selected, it will change the size of one, but not the other. You can also change the size by clicking on your text box, going up here and finding the number. When you hover over it, it says font size. You can decrease the size by clicking the minus sign and increase it by clicking the plus sign. You can also click on the number. It will give you suggestions. But you can also highlight over it all and type in something. You can change the font by clicking on your text box and going up here. This one is called Prompt Black. Click on your arrow and there will be a whole bunch of fonts for you. Some of them on my page, you're going to notice that they have a very light crown on them, and that's because I have Canva Pro. If you have a free account, these crowns will look a little different. They're going to be bright gold. If I didn't have Canva Pro, I could only use the ones that were free, that don't have a crown on them. When you click on a text box and your text panel pops up, click on Text Color. It is the letter A with the rainbow under it. A color panel will pop up on the left-hand side. Yours might look a little different from me because I do have the Canva Pro brand kit and I have some basic colors up here. Your document colors will be whatever you've used in your document. If you have a photo, some photo colors may appear. You will have default colors. And you can change it to any of these default colors that you want. But something else you can do is go up here, add a new color, and you will get a color wheel of sorts. You can move the little dot here around. You hold your left mouse down and you can drag it around, and then you can drag this down from red to yellow, green, blue, whatever color you want. And if you know the exact hue, you can type it right there. All the F's are the white. Something else you can do is click here in the top and type in a color, purple, and it gives you a whole bunch of options. We've talked about font, size, and color. You ever see a word so many times you begin to question whether it's spelled correctly? You can bold this one. You can italicize this one. You can underline this one, and you can even make this all uppercase. If you do something when you're emphasizing something, or you change the size and your words go down a line like this, all you have to do is go to this line that's on the side of the text box, hold down your left mouse key and slide it out. And that will fix it for you. Let's do that little flat line tip again. There we go. That font, it had all of these options available. If you hover over something and a little red circle with a cross through pops up, it means that you can't do it for that font. You're going to notice that I have all these things pretty well aligned. And alignment is a pretty important thing when you're doing text for your design. Let's just do line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4. This is alignment. So right now it's aligned all in the middle or in the center. Now it's aligned all to the left. Now it is, I can't remember what that alignment's called. I think it's wrap alignment, but there are several different: left, middle, right, and wrap. If you highlight over them, all of them, then you can align all of them. And that's in one text box. If I change the alignment for this one to left, and it had a really long tail here, there's plenty of room here on the inside. Let's say I did the same thing here. My text box alignment is off. This one would also need to be aligned in the middle in order for my positioning to look right. If you go to position something and things look off, then it is probably that your alignment is off in each one of your text boxes. Up here, lists. We've got a bullet point and we have a number, or you could do nothing. When I hit enter on my keyboard, the second number will pop up, listing. If I change it, I would have to click on each line to change each thing, or select all of them. There. And this is also where alignment comes in handy. We're going to look at spacing. And the spacing of letters is very, very important, because sometimes you need more space between the letters, or sometimes you need less. If we wanted a little more, we could go like this. If we wanted a little less, we could go like this. What is line spacing? Line spacing is a space between the lines. So here we go. Let's go up here to line spacing. You want more space or less space. You can even type in a number. What is anchor text box? Anchor to the top, anchor to the middle, or anchor to the bottom? I'll be honest, I never move it off of anything other than anchor to the top. Maybe I should. Do you use anchor text box? If you are a user of the anchor text box and use it other than anchor it to the top, comment below and let me know how you use it, because maybe I should be using it to anchor it to the middle or anchoring it to the bottom. Now we're going to go over text effects, and I'm just going to go over a few basic things here. Click on your text box, go up here to effects, and currently there are 8 text effects that you can apply. We're going to go over each one real quick. You can add a shadow, which will add a shadow to the back of your text. You can change multiple things in the control panel here, including the color. There is also lift, which just kind of lifts it off the back of the page. I tend to use an intensity slider here and slide it all the way to the top. You can also make the font hollow and change the thickness of it. Splice. And what I tend to do is I tend to splice it so that it looks like that, but you can do it however you like. Let's look at Echo. Echo has more than one shadow in the back. And you can change multiple things about that as well. Here's one called Glitch, and there's two options, one that's got a pink and one that has a red. You can change several things there as well. And of course there is neon, and usually people with neon use like a neon color like this. You can also change the intensity of it. Now, those are all the main effects, but you can also add a curve to all of those as well. And here it is, and you can change the direction of the curve. And now I can add all of my effects here, and it still has a curve. So those are awesome effects. If you keep watching to the end of this tutorial, I'm going to share with you how you can add even more effects to this. How can you make text animate? Click on your text box, click animate, and you'll see page animations, but right now text animations is applied, and there are a bunch of different animations. I'm not going to go through each one of them. I've done that in the past. Basically, if you hover over all of them, you'll be able to see what they can do. Real quickly, we are going to talk about grouping and how it's beneficial for designing. We've got 3 text boxes here, and one of these even has the uppercase applied along with a text effect of lift. And I'm going to take this, I've designed it on a plain canvas here, and I'm going to align things up. Highlight over all of them. Left click, highlight. Position, center. I want everything centered. I'm going to group them. So now they're all grouped. So now I can size them all however I want. Here is a background with a few elements on it, and I can just drop this right into my design. And then I can make it larger without worrying about bumping into the other elements that are on my canvas, on my page. Is that it? Oh, I said something about showing you how to create more effects, right? This will really be for anybody, but it will really be beneficial for Canva Pro users. These are all the effects that I have. Now I'm going to download it as a PNG with a transparent background. Page 7. And I will upload it. Now, when I click on this, it is now an image that you can alter like an image. Bam! That's how you can add more effects to your text. Download image with transparent background and you can add effects. And even if you forget and don't do it as a transparent background, and you just download it like this, you can upload it. Let's change the background here. And you can go into edit image and use the background remover. You could do that with remove BG as well. I don't know that the effect would look as good, but that would be a way to do it. And now you can go in and change things. And if you need to change a color, you don't want the white, then just use the duotone effect. And you can change it to whatever color you want. There's so much more to learn about text, so come back for the next lesson when we talk more about text. Position, copy style, transparency, linking, locking, duplication, the delete key, how to undo it, redo it, and more. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like this video and want to see more like it, I recommend watching one of these 2 tutorials. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.